Guitar tips, just the tips, just for you. Guitar tips. So dumb. Hey, this is Adam Levy, back again with another weekly guitar tip. I post new episodes each and every Friday, even during the holidays, even when it's Thanksgiving, because I am thankful for you. So I hope you had a good holiday. And so this week's guitar tip is very, people have been writing in and saying, could you do a tip about soloing? Other people are writing in saying, could you do more tips about rhythm guitar playing? I thought this week we would do a little bit of both. And the tip, are you ready? Drum roll. Here it is. Be your own jam buddy. Okay? What am I talking about, and how are we going to accomplish it? What I'm talking about is basically recording yourself playing some guitar and then playing along with your recording. And how we're going to accomplish that is you'll need your guitar, you'll need some kind of metronome, and you'll need some kind of recording device. Actually, I still like to do this on cassette machine. You could certainly use your iPhone or whatever you have handy. It's cool, I think, anytime you're doing something relating to guitar practice, to not be at the computer, to not be on your phone. So if you're going to do this on your phone, please put it in airplane mode, or just shut out the outside world, because the last thing you want to do when you're practicing is be getting texts or phone calls or email. Okay, so that's why I like old, machines like this. Besides the fact that I think it sounds pretty good, it doesn't get text messages or anything else. It just records and plays back. So let's take a really simple chord progression. Let's say it's an 8-bar chord progression, and it's in the key of G. We're going to start on C7. That's a C9, but you could play C7 if you like the sound of that. And then G7, and then D7, and back to G7. So that's 2 bars each. 2 bars, 2 bars, 2 bars, 2 bars. And I'm going to do it with the metronome ticking away. And I'm just going to play a real simple strum, and you'll see what we're going to do once I get into it. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the end of the 8th bar, now we're going to solo. Just keep the chords going in your head. Now we're coming up to the end of the 8th bar, and we go back to chords. Now we'll switch again. We got to get back to the chords. etc. So now I'm going to rewind the tape. And now, as you may have figured out, I'm going to play along and reverse the roles. So now when I'm playing rhythm on tape, I'm going to play a solo in real life and vice versa. So it's not hi-fi, but you'll see how it works. I'm talking. Now I'm going to play chords. You get the idea. So why would we do an exercise like this? I'll tell you there's 3 reasons, and here they are. One is it's a chance for you to work on your rhythm playing, and any chance to work on rhythm guitar playing is good. There's always room to improve there. Reason 2 is a chance to work on your soloing in a really particular way, and that is to say, we're only playing 8 bars, so you want to try and play a solo that feels like a complete statement. It's going to have a beginning, a middle, and an ending. And sometimes, if we just like make these jam tracks for ourselves that's like the same 2 chords over and over again for a long period of time, we're going to just kind of ramble and meander, and that can be fun, but I don't know. To me, it seems like the part of the point of soloing is to really tell some kind of story. And if there's no, borders or whatever, if there's no kind of like structure, no frame to put it in, I don't know that it's that useful to practice that stuff. Maybe if you're just getting to know a new scale or a new position, maybe it's just a chance to get your fingers acquainted with that. But once you know, the basic structure of a scale or a new shape or a new sound, you want to turn it into music as soon as possible. And most music, at least in my experience, has some structure and some shape. So this is a chance to practice playing a solo within a really specific structure. Now, this chord progression, C7, G7, D7, G7, you could put in any chord, any chords that you want. It could be fast, slow, loud, soft, any style. There's no special thing about these chords, but I just picked it because I thought it'd be something that a lot of different kind of players could relate to. Whatever style you're into, this should be, relatable, okay? So we work on our rhythm playing, we work on our soloing. There's one other thing that we get to work on while we're doing this exercise, and it might be even the most important thing, and that is listening. It's a chance for you to listen to yourself play. And a lot of people don't take the time to do that. They just practice and practice and practice, but they don't get to listen to how they sound as a rhythm player. They don't get to listen to how they sound as a soloist, and they don't get to practice reacting. So this is really an opportunity to check in with yourself, see how you sound. Do you find it easy to play a solo over your rhythm thing? And if not, maybe you need to work on your rhythm playing, and so on. And it's fun if you can kind of react to yourself and have a little conversation, and then it becomes even more like real music, hopefully. I hope that conversationalism is part of what you're doing in music. Maybe that's not what everybody's excited about, but that's what I like in music. Anyway, that's the guitar tip this week. Be your own jam buddy. So use whatever tools you have. There's nothing really fancy required, but it's a great exercise, and I hope that you get a lot out of it. Thanks for tuning in. Please click on the subscribe link down below, and I'll see you next Friday. Thanks a lot.